Diversity training as it's been done doesn't work. The data is very clear. Not only does traditional old school diversity do folks not typically measure the results of that training, nor is it tied to any meaningful business results. We have some evidence that it actually has a chilling effect on people's ability to interact effectively across differences, especially when that training is mandatory. And after 5 years of required diversity training for managers, companies saw no increase in white women, black men, and Hispanics. Women and Asian Americans actually decreased as a result of training. So the lizard, also known as the downstairs brain, asks, whenever we meet another member of our species that we've never met before, very quickly outside of our awareness, based on limited, mostly visual data, I'm just looking at you, Monica, because you're right here and you have that fabulous necklace on, our brain quickly goes through a checklist of friend or foe, and it tries to answer two important questions. What sex is it? And is it part of my tribe or not? So over 150,000 plus years, we have evolved to be anxious, pessimistic, and mistrustful of strangers. So there's hope. And here's where we answer the second question, which is, why is diversity essential? Why is it actually necessary? If it's so hard to do and we're not wired to do it, then why the heck, why can't we just go back to separate but equal, or just playing separate and unequal? You know, wouldn't that be a whole lot easier? In a lot of ways it would, to be perfectly frank. But if we did that, we'd be missing out on some really interesting things. Our thoughts and our biases are only harmful insofar as they translate into a behavior that then has a negative or inequitable impact on someone else. Okay? So I think a lot of us can kind of get unstuck from the kind of guilt or shame thing we go through in terms of, oh my gosh, I just had an impure thought. You know, it's like, guess what? I'm human. I do it too. But here, folks, is the key. The more different you are from me, the higher the probability that you are filtering in a somewhat different 40 than I am. So therefore, a diverse group has a bigger brain. You have a larger bowl from which to capture all of those pixels, all of those pieces of information, all of those things out there. Different identity groups have access to different realities. It's not just the way that people interpret things or come up with ideas. People literally see and hear different things. And if you take one of my longer workshops, you'll have an opportunity to experience how people actually see and hear different things, partly due to their identity groups. But mathematicians and economists have found that diverse groups outperform individuals, non-diverse groups, and even a group of the best. When it comes to key processes like cognition, collaboration, cooperation, prediction, and problem solving, to the extent that for prediction and problem solving there's a mathematical formula that predicts how much better the diverse groups perform. So the top 50 companies for diversity and inclusiveness in the United States have consistently outperformed the stock market by 20 to 30% over the last 10 years. That's even during the crash. Okay? So it's not about do we do the right thing or do we make money. It's about creating an environment in which brilliance and excellence can flourish, which always makes you money. So we have to also contribute to making sure that we are creating an environment in which folks can say the crazy thing or the crazy idea, which might actually be the most brilliant idea in the room.